What's going on, people? What's going on? How is everybody holding up during this quarantine? During this depressing time, depending on who's asking or who you're talking to, or on this relaxation time. This time is exciting for some people, but given the circumstances, yeah. How is everybody holding up? I hope everything is good with everybody. I wanted to come on here and just discuss a few things that's been on my mind, what I've been coming across, how I feel about certain things, and I just want to put everything on the table for you guys. I want to say thank you for clicking on this video if you are new. I appreciate everybody. If you are old, like my subscribers, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I know it's a million things you could be doing, and that needs to be done. So for you to take the time out to hear what I have to say, and just listening and taking pointers, or, applying it to your life, it means a lot to me. If I reach one person, I'm grateful, So that's what I want to do. So during this time, I've been doing that's my cousin texting me. My cousin. I've been checking on everybody. I've been, just making sure everybody's okay. Just reaching out. It doesn't hurt to reach out. Even though if you feel like people don't reach out and contact you, now is the time. It's not the time to be petty. Now is the time to reach out, because you never know what life will bring. You never know what's up somebody's sleeve. The way things are going, today might be your last time to use the damn cell phone. I'm just saying, the way things is going, and but that's what my morning was consistent of. I got up, did my morning routine. I cleaned up a little bit, disinfecting doorknobs and everything. It's very important to disinfect the doorknobs, any surfaces that's been touched on. I swept. I made breakfast. I watched a few people's YouTube videos this morning, which brings me to the topics I want to bring to the table on this video. And I was just doing little things before I clicked to record my video. So, and the other thing that was on the list, like I said before, I was checking on people in the midst of me doing all that, and contacting people and stuff like that. So what I want to talk about today was, during this time, I've been watching a couple videos, and I came across Jazzy, and she was telling her people how in her state, a lot of things is closed down, which is common for a lot of states now. I bet everything is closed down. But the little things she was doing while everything is locked down, and it made me appreciate her so much, because I'm like, wow, even during this time, this depressing time, she's still doing her part. And like she said, she doesn't have much, but the little she does have, she's making sure she's lending a helping hand. She's being a source for someone who has less. She's thinking of others instead of being greedy and worrying and just confined and only thinking of herself and her family. I love that. I appreciate that so much, because if y'all are new to my channel, I am an advocate of doing something for others. At the end of my videos, I always encourage my subscribers or whoever just clicked on my video to just do something randomly for people. It doesn't hurt you. It's not going to hurt you to be nice and kind to others. I don't want to use the word nice. It doesn't hurt to be kind and thoughtful to others. So, as I was listening to her, she was saying how they have a bus, since all the food pantries are closed. She has a well, she doesn't, but her community has a bus that they fill up with lunches, and around lunchtime every day they drive around to people's like the elders, people with infants and kids. They make sure they eat or have something to eat every day around lunchtime. I thought that was so cool, and I'm trying to figure out a way how me and my people could do something like that. You know, so um and most of y'all will be like, well, the sanitary purposes, like, you know, and you're right. You are absolutely right. But you never know. We probably can go to the grocery store and get like Lunchables, like, you know. I know things cost money, but it's a little sacrifice to make sure everybody's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. We're going the extra mile for somebody else, you know. So in case somebody had that thought come across there, here as I said that. But yeah, she was saying how they don't use, but they ask some of the elders who are not sick if, you know, as a daycare system, like why like the parents go run their errands, and in exchange, if she said, if like this lady, she's watching her kids, and you know, if she need, like, as she go to the grocery store, she asks the lady, do you need something from the store, like write a list, you got some medication I can go pick up for you, like make sure she's able to pick up the medication for her. You know, since the elders immune system is a little, you know, some elders can't be out at this time, so they need people to go to the store for them, pick up their medication, other essentials they may need. You know, so I love that system that she has going on. She says, in her neighborhood, it's not, they collab together, and you know, they look out for each other. If somebody got an extra roll of toilet tissue, it's not gonna hurt you to donate a roll of toilet tissue. You are right. If somebody needs to wash their clothes, everybody doesn't have a washer and dryer. So she offered her services to wash and dry the clothes, which is amazing. I love that. Like, oh my goodness, you don't understand how my heart I was just overjoyed as I'm hearing her explain and describe and talk about what she's doing for her community. I was just like, I'm over here I'm just enjoying the conversation. I'm joyful. I love how they're operating over there. So I just want to come on here and just, you know, just put out some ideas for everybody else around the United States or around the world. Simple things you could do. You don't have to be a millionaire to help somebody. You don't have to have a lot to put your best foot forward. Every little thing counts, and a little bit goes a long way, you know? So I would, like she said, if you have a lot of toilet tissue, if you were smart enough to stock up, one roll of toilet tissue and you see your neighbor has ran out, that roll of toilet tissue not gonna help. How about you give that neighbor 3 rolls of toilet tissue? A thing of paper towel. You know, if you cooking a big meal and you see your neighbor has no food, how about you cook enough to send them a plate and enough for leftovers? It's not gonna hurt you. It's not. Like I said, you don't have to have a lot, but you could do something with what you have, you know. Like I said, you could offer babysitting services. If you don't have the virus and somebody trusts you enough to watch their kids, offer free daycare. You all know the daycares are closed. Why not lend a helping hand? And it gives you something to do. Learn a new kid. You know, not a new kid, but get to know your niece or nephew or your you know, something, you know, a neighbor, you know, let them have a couple hours to like run errands without having to take the kids out here, you know. That's something you could do. Offer cleaning service. Y'all know the elders need help cleaning their apartments. They want their floor mopped, they bathroom clean, beds, clothes washed. Offer some cleaning services, you know. It's okay. wear a mask if you need to. You know, something. You could still do something. And I know people gonna be like, well, Lily, you know they say social distancing. You right. You're absolutely right. But that's just gathering just because, or big crowds of people. If you are safe from the virus and the other person is safe from the virus, and y'all keeping things clean and disinfected, and you washing your hands, I'm not understanding why haven't some of y'all been washing your hands this entire time. But that's another video. If you taking necessary precautions, you are okay. You know, nothing's gonna happen to you. You are all right. You know, so it's little things people could go around and do. You know, and it's mainly for you. You know, the other person will appreciate it, but you will feel extra good about yourself. Like I said before, this is not the time to be selfish and being greedy. It's not the time for that. This is the time to keeping yourself extra clean, taking extra precaution, looking out for others the best way you know how, and the best way you can with the whatever you have. Like I said, you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. And it really don't take much. So I wanted to touch on that because I just felt so amazing after watching Jazzy video. And it has me thinking and brainstorming on things I could do while we on lockdown and what I could do. And another concern I had was with like everything closing, because here the schools is closed, the some food pantries are closed. I said the school, food, the banks, a lot of things are closed over here. So it's getting sticky, and it's getting. But I was up here thinking, what's going to happen to the homeless people? Like, they have nowhere to go. If the shelters and stuff, like, and I know I heard on the news while I was watching, they was figuring out what they was going to do with the homeless people. Like, you can't close the shelters, you know, but they have to get these people off the streets right now. They can't just stay out there. And then, like, I know a lot of college students have to leave their dorm rooms and things like that. And that kind of made me mad. Because I'm like, you don't know what's going on. Do some of these kids have homes to go back to? For some people, these dorms was a safe haven for them, you know. And y'all just kicking everybody out. You know, not saying everybody, and it's not, of course people got places to go, but a lot of people don't. They was banking on these places to go for this amount of time, you know. So I'm just like, wow. But my main concern was people who don't have nowhere to go. What are we gonna do about that? You know, because I'm even feeling guilty, like, I'm okay. I have a roof over my head, you know, and I'm okay, but I'm not alright if the next person is not alright. I don't even feel comfortable because I know there's so many people who don't have a place to lay their head, you know. So that was weighing on me. And I'm like, all these abandoned buildings, y'all, the state, since it's so much going on, y'all could go in there and clean it out. Y'all got the money. Y'all can clean it out. Make it functional for some of these people to go and lay their head at this time. Just like with that stimulus package. They playing around with that. I was going to do a video on that. But since I'm on the topic, it's leading right on to it. I'm so upset with them, you know, with the stimulus package. The Republicans could be so damn selfish. Like, I don't like selfish people because all they was thinking about was giving a break to the rich people, or, you know, these bit of, you know, I didn't like that they was trying to give out a loan to the small businesses. Nobody is thinking about debt right now. That's sick. Why is your mind always focused on money? You know, if you got the billion, the trillion, send everybody that $1,200 plus the $500 per dependent. Send them damn checks out. Like, seriously, y'all playing around. playing around for real, so these people could still function. You know, it's making me mad because nobody is taking everybody into consideration. Everybody, like I said, is being greedy. They over there thinking about money. Even in the depressing times, even during this time, you're still thinking about money, which has no value. It has no value. You know? Yet that's all that's on your mind. Like, seriously? Instead of thinking, okay, we was hit. Okay, let's send everybody these checks. Direct deposit in the mail. Let's make sure everybody good. It should never be taking this long because y'all want to sit up and be petty. You know, it's not the time for pettiness right now. Send them damn checks out and let's go. Let's go. Let's put a move on it. Y'all play all day for no reason. But yeah, that just irked my nerve right there. Then with these homeless people, like I'm my main concern is I want them to get something together, get some housing together, so they could be all right. That's my main concern. I'm not even worried about myself right now. I'm good regardless, but I want them to be good regardless as well. You know. And I want everybody else to be good. I want us to all be comfortable and good. That's the main point of this video. So like I said before, every little thing counts. Find something you could do. It doesn't have to be much. Even a phone call. Just to take the stress off of somebody. You don't know how much a phone call means to somebody. FaceTiming. You know, that makes a person... We can't see each other. Let's get on the phone and talk, or Facebook Messenger or something. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out. Because I'm not a psychic, and closed mouths don't get fed. Don't be scared to ask, you know, the people around you. You know, that's the issue. People make you feel so uncomfortable for asking. It's the time to ask. If you need something, ask, you know. This is crazy. Like, I'm just like, ooh. I'm trying to make sure I touched on everything I want to touch on before I let you go, because I'm going to keep you too long. Oh, yeah. Let me get off here. 17 minutes. Oh, no. But, yeah, that's something. Those are my thoughts and feelings on everything. I just wanted to put that on the table. I feel like I'm missing something. Because the time just flies when you're recording. I might get back on here and touch on this again. But that's like the meat and potatoes of what I want to get off my chest and say. Helping others, looking out for your neighbors, and doing your part in your community. You know, so I hope everything is all right with you. Let me know in the comment section some of the things you're doing for your community, or some of the things your community is doing for others to help things go smoothly. Hope your day's going okay. I hope you're all right, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.